thing that surprised me was how much destruction there was still 2 years later. Because you expect that we live in the United States, everything around here is, all the houses are fine. People, when something bad happens, it gets fixed. But like when we were going to New Orleans, Six Flags was still down, and there was still, like, the parking lot was full of debris, and we went down to the ocean, and all these beach houses were still in ruins, and I didn't want to swim because there was, like, piles of black stuff on the beach, and I didn't want to swim near that stuff.
We drove 18 hours from Muskegon to Gulfport, Mississippi.
Well, we just came back from our third trip to Mississippi in June and had a really great time. We helped a lady, Mrs. Bradshaw, work on her house. And, with summertime being here, everybody thinks about going camping and having a great time camping, and most people kind of go for a week. Well, Mrs. Bradshaw has been kind of on an extended camping trip. She's had to live in her trailer for 2 years, which to most people would seem like just an impossible task to have to live in a trailer for 2 years sitting next to a house that's been totally destroyed. In her situation, Katrina came through, did a lot of damage to her house, but she was still able to live in part of the house. But unfortunately, there was an abandoned house next door that caught fire and subsequently caught her house on fire and did a lot more damage to the point where she couldn't live in the house anymore. And when we were down in December, there was another crew from Kentucky that were working on her house at the time, and they were putting in new trusses and a new roof. And since that time, people have come in and done the drywall, and so we were able to take off working on where other people had left off with the drywall. And
when we got to the house, the drywall was hung, and the finishing was it needed a lot of work. So we went in there and finished the whole house and texturized the ceilings and basically got the house ready for paint. When we left, it was ready for paint. So there was a lot of dust and a lot of sweat going on, but it was a lot of fun, very rewarding. Finishing the bathroom and realized that there was absolutely no hardware in there whatsoever, and we felt the need to do that, so we went down to Home Depot and picked out some stuff that we thought would help her, and she almost cried when she saw it. She was just so happy. It was awesome to really touch somebody with just a simple thing, and to see all the joy in her eyes. She just lit right up, just about cried right there.
And take my life, let it be everything over me. Here I am, use me for your glory. In everything I say and do.
this time was, since I've already gone down there twice, to see the progress that's been made, and also see kind of how things are still coming together down there, and there's still work being done, and for us to come down there and be a part of that, and not just see something on TV and just kind of pass it up, but go down there and just see firsthand the devastation, and also be able to help people in need and that maybe not have been able to been helped had we not gone down there. So it just was a great opportunity to go down there and get a chance to work with people that you never worked with before, and just enjoy helping someone.
And take my life, let it be everything over me. Here I am, use me for your glory.
My favorite part of the trip was that 5 people that didn't know each other like at all got really close in the span of just a couple days, and we had a lot of fun together. The experience just brought us all together. It was like nothing I ever experienced before.
The best part of the trip probably was the change in me. Learned to be obedient to Christ, because you have the fellowship and helping somebody and all of that stuff. But the deeper one for me was the learning to be more obedient to Christ. I really wanted to get plugged into the church, most importantly, and to do the fellowship part. And then the more in depth I got, and while I was down there, I did a lot of soul searching and stuff, and realized that the life that I was living was not obedient to Christ, and that there's so much more and so many better opportunities when you're obedient and when you walk with Christ.
And take my life, let it be everything of me.
The best part of the trip was definitely when we got her the stuff for her bathroom afterwards. It was really nice just seeing her face, like how happy she was about it. It was just nice to see her.
It's just been a great experience. I got to take my son with me this time, and Blake went down, and it was just a great week of being able to work with him and with the rest of the crew. And there's always great stories that we can all tell about the fun times we had spending 16, 18 hours in the van together. You know, you think that you go crazy, but you really have a great time getting to know people, and that's just one of the highlights of the trip, is just being able to connect with each other in a way that, you know, just is kind of a great thing, because you never would have had that opportunity just talking to somebody in church. But when you get a chance to spend the whole week with them and work side by side, it's just a fun experience.